come here. Come here. Yeah, come. So what's up, man? How you doing?
Doing amazing, brother. Amazing.
Yeah.
2024. We're just going up from here.
Yeah, we didn't really chat too much when we got here, but I have here Edu. He's a very good friend of mine. I've known him over the years. We've been in a couple of a business venture together. We never lost contact. Always stayed in touch. We made good friends. He does a lot of cool things. He is involved in a couple of businesses. He has his own. It's okay. You can pass by.
No, don't worry. You go, brother. You go. We can always edit.
And he's doing his thing here, and I just wanted to get him on the podcast because, I always love connecting with like-minded people who are doing even better than me. So I have a lot of respect for this guy, and this is Edu. Believe it or not, that's his name. Super catchy, super cool. So he can brand himself in a really cool way. And you see this guy out here, he's doing big things. So
yeah. Thank you so much for having me, brother. Man, it's me. Edu Jeri, CEO of Edu Enterprise. And I'm big on people who give value and people who are doing big things.
Yes.
So thanks to Adrian for having me, hitting me up. Like I was sharing with him in the beginning, I had this idea of doing a podcast, but you got to love being connected with people who already are taking action, not wasting time, but can also include you in their journey. So thank you so much, brother, for having me.
It's good to have you here.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, brother. So, yo, bro, real quick, do you mind just telling people what you do, what your businesses are,
Yeah, of course. Okay. I mean, I started entrepreneurship journey at the age of 19. It's been pretty simple with the right mentorship, with the right education, the right investments. I'm currently 30 years old, so I can consider myself very successful for my age, and we're only going up, like I said. But it's pretty simple. I've been into network marketing since the age of 19, then going into direct marketing at the age of 28. So, it's just been truly grateful for all the connections and all the people that, either the businesses or the opportunity has brought upon my life. So, it's pretty amazing.
That's cool. You guys started with entrepreneurship at 19?
Yes.
What was your first entrepreneurship?
So it was definitely, like I said, network marketing, like Herbalife Nutrition. I did other companies that they're no longer here. But the long one that I took serious and as a lifestyle was Herbalife Nutrition.
Herbalife. You mind telling us a little bit about that? How was it at first? Was it difficult? You get some pushback from friends, family?
So, it was an amazing journey and experience for me. I can't speak for everybody else, but, my family was supportive because they were actually the first ones to introduce me to this opportunity. And, when I went to a seminar, it was like a no-brainer. It had to do with nutrition, health, wealth, and fitness. So all those proper tools and all those guidance that I was being taught by my coach, because obviously in this opportunity you start with a coach, it got me fast results because I was determined. I was at the age of 19, I was lost, college student, so I was looking for the right opportunity, but not only to build my income, but also to change my life and my physical aspect, because I was underweight, I was unhealthy, I was very toxic at that age, going out, clubbing, drinking, smoking. So it was a complete changer, 360 change once I got introduced to Herbalife Nutrition.
You mentioned a coach. Why is that important? What if you didn't have a coach starting out? Do you think everything would have been different?
Oh yeah, man, definitely. I felt like without a coach, you're not learning from somebody who has already made that mistake. So having a coach, a mentor, or even a trainer, it would just speed up the process. Up the process to get the results you want.
Yeah, I remember I got involved with entrepreneurship at 20 years old. Probably 18, because at 18 we were throwing parties and we were charging at the door. I was in the brains of that operation, so I wouldn't. Probably there. That's when I started collecting money and stuff. But that's completely different. At 20, I had just turned 20 years old, and I got involved with network marketing also, and it was a travel company called World Ventures.
Amazing.
That was my introduction, and the first month I remember I was just going to the meetings, and I come in and I wasn't really paying attention to anybody. I was that kid I could do it better than you guys, right? I got humbled real quick because I went out and tried to talk to a lot of the people that I knew. And then after a month, I came back and I said, hey, teach me everything you know. I went to Gary. You know Gary.
Yeah.
I asked him, I'm like, hey, tell me everything you know. Tell me what to do. And that's when I started realizing, I'm like, hey, you need a coach. We use the word mentor a lot. So I think it's super important. And I like that you said that, because if you don't have somebody with success, you know, you definitely need somebody that has made the mistake, so you don't have to make.
Positive, big positive, brother. I
Yeah.
couldn't agree anymore with that.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. And like, how long did it take you to start making like some money, start showing that
So
success?
that's a great question, man. Because honestly, that's the biggest question anybody who is thinking about joining entrepreneurship or going that path, right? Is in how long can I see some income? Because at the end of the day, that's important. Money is important. It's up there with oxygen, right?
Yeah.
So, well, for me personally, I had two jobs at the time. I was making about roughly about 1,000 a week back then, right? 10 years ago, that was pretty decent money. So first thing was first. The first thing I learned, my coach told me, you got to have results. Without results, you cannot influence and you cannot teach others how to get results. And the same thing came to the business. Like if you don't make $100 in this business, how are you going to teach somebody else? How are you going to tell somebody else that they can make another $100, right? So I started taking action. I worked on myself. I invested in myself, and after 3 to 6 months, I started seeing a couple $100 coming in from sharing the supplementations that I was taking, and the coaching advices that I was receiving, applying, and then giving it to somebody else.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
You said you were like you weren't really in shape at that age. You were just like toxic environment, toxic friends.
Oh yes, bro. I was weighing 130 pounds at the age of 19. Body fat was over 30. I had some serious digestive health issues, pimples, acne all over my face. My hair was falling out. Energy was like down to zero. Super fatigued. Like constipated. You name it. You know what I'm saying? Like my diet was fast food, soda, and alcohol. Like that's what I was doing. I was a chef. I was working in a restaurant. I was a sous chef. So toxic environment, completely.
So at the end of this, we're gonna post all his social media because I need you guys to see doing those pull-ups.
Yeah.
My man is brolic, man. He's definitely put on that weight in a good way. So it's important. Again, you need to have people follow people with the results. So
yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you so much. And like I said, like anything that I post on social media is just to inspire, and influence anybody else, especially anybody who has been thinking about starting their own journey. Forget about everybody else, whether it's your family trying to talk you out of it. Listen, be different. You have to be different to become successful. You just have to be different. You have to become different.
What's it called? In network marketing, and honestly, in all businesses, a lot of people say yes, a lot of people say no when they get involved with whether it's network marketing, MLM, or like any type of sales or any type of business. Some people don't even think about it. Some people like dread the thought of having their own business.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what was your thought process? What was your motivation? Why did you get involved with your first business? Because it's different for everybody.
Yes, that's completely true. So, that's a good question. I believe that when I started, I was very coachable. And I felt like that's what completely changed the game for me, because I reached success very fast in my network marketing business, because, I've learned that you have to fall in love with the no's, those people that tell you no. And the more you fall in love with people telling you no, you're going to get so used to it that it's not going to even faze you. You're just going to be like, all right, no, it's okay. You're not ready. You're saying no to yourself. So that to me, big game changer.
I love this conversation because I know what you're saying. I can relate to you. Okay, in the beginning, I'm gonna be honest. For me, in the beginning, when I was getting those no's, they were coming from people I loved, trusted, and admired, and it kind of like backfired on me with my emotions a little, because I was saying, "But why?"
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, some of the objections were like, it's dumb. No, don't do this. But like in my head, I'm like, why? It makes sense to me. You don't trust me. So like, did you have any of those thoughts, or was it always what you're saying right now? Is like you love those no's? Because in the beginning, I didn't love the no's.
Yeah,
I learned to love them because I was like,
Well, you touched a very good point there, and yeah, I mean, family. In the beginning, you think family is everything, and for a family member trying to tell you no, or trying to make you question yourself, yes, emotionally, I think that took a big hit on me, but for a short term. Because at the end of the day, I saw and I realized that my family didn't have the success that they always talked about. And then the people that were telling me to do certain things, they did have the success that they aspired to have at one time, and then they also shared what they went through with their families. So it was a no-brainer for me, and it was just like real quick. I just snapped out of it, and I still was on a mission to be on my mission.
That's I understand that.
Yeah.
When wow, brought me back to memory lane.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you know, and I feel like it's been years, right, since we started this journey. So yeah, you could definitely, you know, like you forget all those things because now we're going through new challenges,
Yeah.
new adventures, new businesses, or new projects. But man, yeah, talking about this does bring back some memories, some good, some bad. But you know, we're here. You're supposed to experience those things when you start. If you don't, you know, you don't have a journey.
Going back to what you said in the beginning about the coach, having coaches. So when I was going through the no's in the beginning, very beginning, and people were telling me, "No, this is dumb. You're dumb," or whatever objections they were. Having a coach was so important to me because I didn't realize how important it was. But I remember coming back to Gary and I would tell him all the feedback I got, and I think that was the only time I had a thought of quitting because again, it was all emotional for me because it was my family. And then having a coach, they're telling me, "Hey, it's normal. It's normal. It's gonna happen. Don't worry. Like we all went through it." And I'm like, "Really? And you guys are still here?" So, and then I started seeing the success, and I'm like, "Wait, if he could go through it, if he could do it, then I could do it too."
Yeah.
So I love that. You know, that we.
Let me add something to that. And you know, for anybody who's watching, whether you're new to entrepreneurship or already have a couple months or a couple years, the biggest thing that helped him that I relate to from the beginning is telling the mentor your feedback. Don't keep that to yourself because if you keep those feedbacks to yourself, you know you're not gonna get the right answers, and you know, and that you're gonna fall off. So that's good that you opened up to your mentor or your coach and you told them like, listen, I've been getting these feedbacks. What should I do? How should I feel? What should I think? You know, never keep anything to yourself because don't forget, guys. You know, especially in the beginning of this journey, you're new, and literally everyone in your circle of influence has no idea. We don't wake up and, you know, talk to a millionaire or six-figure earner like that, especially when we start. Now that we have a couple years in this journey, I'm pretty sure we both have friends in common that makes over six figures, a couple mentors that we've talked, shaked hands that are millionaires now. But in the beginning, I think I only knew one person that made over six figures, and that was through social media.
Yeah. I don't think I knew anybody. Probably my dad, but he kept it to himself.
There you go.
Yeah, and then it was very difficult. I'll go into that actually. Did you have confidence talking to people who did that intimidate you? Speaking, going out and speaking, like did you have to learn it, like a skill set, or like did you like from the very beginning? Did you have confidence? Like were you able to just go and speak to any single person?
So that's a very, very good question, and I feel like that question we all have to ask ourselves every day and every year, and we got to evaluate how's our confidence level and how's our skill level, and keep it real with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, because for me, everybody in my circle of influence thought I was that sociable kid, that funny guy, that person that is not scared to talk to nobody. But I promise you that when you throw me in the streets to give out flyers or knock on some doors or just talk to random people, I'm telling you, I was shaken to the bone. I was completely nervous, like, you know, and
you did it anyway.
But I did it anyways, because you know that, like, it's just like how you do one thing is how you do everything, and if you want to get better, that's what you have to do.
Man, that's a shark right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned it, to be honest. I learned it because I was always looking for like mentors. I was always looking for mentors because in my early years, I feel like I was hanging out with people. I was trying to fit in with people because I felt like that was on my level. So my younger, when I was in like my teenage years, I would hang out with people that, quote unquote, would just smoke weed or hang out or kind of look like me in a different way. And I'm not saying that people that look like me weren't doing good, but I just didn't know people in my circle like that. The first time I was 16 years old, and I meet this Colombian guy in Wayne. And that's when I actually got introduced to network marketing. I joined the network marketing company. I had no money. My mom, I asked her, I'm like, hey, there's this thing I want to do. My dad thought it was dumb. My mom's like, do it. And my dad's like, don't let him do that. My mom's like, do it. Here's $500. It cost. It was Vima. You remember Vima?
Yeah, of course.
Vima was the best thing that ever happened to me because that's when I got introduced to Alex Morin.
Yeah.
And Alex Morin later on, me and Ito were part of a company where Alex Morin is the president of sales in that company. So I got really excited because I actually met Alex Morin when I was 16. Yeah, go ahead.
No problem. Nah, no problem. We can always edit stuff, you know. And then my father-in-law, he wants to buy what is those houses that you buy for cheap and fix?
Foreclosed house?
Yeah, foreclosure houses. Yeah,
There's short sales or foreclosed homes.
yeah. But
Okay. All right, guys, we're back.
we're back, action mode.
Okay. I think I was talking about Alex Morton.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so Alex Morton, 16. I remember first introduction to like what the heck is this? I go into a living room in Wayne, big house, big mansion, but there's a community where people were well off. That's why I think people were more willing to spend $500, or so I thought. Because now, obviously, in IM and other companies, we realize that they're building these types of home-based businesses in like Ecuador and Chile, like Mexico, like all over around the world. There's not just you can't pre. I learned not to prejudge people. It's like me. Like now, I'm a brand new realtor. Like I can't. I'm not prejudging anybody. Like if I see somebody on the street, he might look homeless. He's probably a billionaire or millionaire. So I learned not to prejudge. There's so many lessons I learned in network marketing. But
and just touching upon that and adding a little something to that lesson, bro. When I started my entrepreneurship journey, I wanted to change everybody in my circle of influence because I didn't. Even though they were also toxic, I didn't want to judge them, and that's one of the lessons that I learned: that don't judge nobody or don't prejudge nobody. But there's also levels to this, and you'll learn that as you go, and your mentor or coach teaches you more. Definitely, you just can't change people that don't want change.
That's another. Again, I learned so many lessons. Big lessons I learned.
Talk about it, bro. Talk about it. Spit those gems.
Yeah, you can't change somebody that doesn't want to be changed. And I feel like now, maybe it's with age or whatever, with experience actually, I realize that it's like common sense now. But before, I was like, why wouldn't they want to change? In your head and your experience and what you see with all these amazing people that you're meeting, this is the best thing you could do. But a lot of people don't want that, and I feel like now that's okay.
That's okay.
Like some people want to be here, or like want to and not saying that you're better than them, and that's something else I learned. Like just because you're making $1 million or $1 billion, that doesn't make you better than anybody. But it's like you were saying, money's not important, but it ranks right there up with oxygen, depending on how you see it.
Yeah.
So, oh man, I love that, dude. So what's one of the biggest lessons you've learned in? Because we're still on this, right? What's one of the biggest lessons you've learned in your network marketing career?
Well, let's just say this, guys. Now that I'm still in network marketing, but now that I've entered a different platform that is direct marketing, that includes direct sales, and also recruiting, hiring and to get profit shares, because people are incomes. That's another topic that you got to talk about. People think because you sell multiple things, that's different incomes. People are also incomes. So you got to learn how to profit from people. So the biggest lesson, bro, honestly, is also touching upon what we were just talking about. People are not ready to change, so don't insist, but never close that door because maybe it's not their time. So what's helping me right now grow in my direct marketing business and also network marketing business is I'm getting people to hit me up from 5 years ago, from 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago. And, they still see me on social media. They see me that I'm active. They see me that I'm always doing something new, talking to new people, becoming more successful, a parent of 2 kids, happily married with a beautiful wife. So, I never closed those doors. So now they're hitting me up because they're ready to start their journey. They've seen it and maybe they're already fed up with their job or they're already tired of living paycheck to paycheck.
So don't burn bridges.
Don't burn bridges. That's the biggest lesson.
That's a lesson I learned the hard way. In my first network marketing company, Will Ventures, I would close bridges a lot. I burned many bridges because it was very the culture around Will Ventures, like it was a big family, but at the same time, like there was a saying we had, at least with my little organization team, me and we would say, "Tell me yes, tell me no, tell me quick, I gotta go."
That was good. That's a good one.
And I would teach it to people. So me and I love Gary. Like, I mean, I've talked to him. I talk about him a lot. And, And when we're together at like parties, and always been to my birthday parties. We have a good time. But because he was my mentor, he poured into me so much that I will forever be grateful because he was like the first person that believed in me for real.
That's facts.
So he poured into me. He saw the potential in me, and we grew together in the first and the second company. But we were a little aggressive because that's how he was taught, and that's how he taught me. But I wouldn't change it for anything because I learned so much, so many lessons. So
many lessons.
One of the things is tell me yes, tell me no, tell me quick, I gotta go. So if
Hey.
you're not part of it, I don't want to know anything about you.
Yeah.
So a big mistake I did because I burned bridges,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to slowly solidify those relationships again in time. And some of them I still don't have them, but I learned the hard way, and as long as you learn. But I love that you learned
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. And I'm telling you, like, just from what he said, you can learn so much from Adrian because, why learn through your own mistakes? You could just learn from somebody else's mistakes. And man, if you take notes on what he said and apply it, don't burn your bridges.
Mhm.
You're gonna reach success much faster than what he already has. Adrian's ready to become a mentor because he's made big mistakes. Being a mentor and a coach, guys, it's not because you reach success super fast because you just have results mega fast. No, becoming a mentor and a coach means that you've made so many mistakes that you're able to teach others not make the same mistakes, for helping others to reach success faster, or for helping others get results much faster.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Can you tell us another nugget you learned?
So, okay, another nugget, definitely my personal mental health, my personal physical health, and work on my personal spiritual health. I'm 30 years old. Obviously, I don't look my age. I've always taken care of myself. But, we all have demons to fight. We all have challenges we wake up to. We all have bills to pay. We all have personal things that are going on inside of us. And, the beauty about the more things that I've learned throughout this business journey, having the right mentors and the right personal development, audios or authors, it's just that reminder that no matter how much money you're making, no matter how broke you are, no matter how wealthy you think you are, if you don't work on yourself, since the moment you open your eyes in the morning, you're not going to be happy.
I'm glad you touched on that. That brings me to something else. How important is personal development for you? Did you start it right away, like when you got involved in business, or before or after?
Ah, man, that's a great question because, man, I have to think back on that. Because when I started, it was just all about taking action.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I started, it was like, tell me what to do and I'll do it. Like, jump. You tell me to jump, I'll tell you how high.
Yeah.
But now, maybe a couple of months in, or maybe what? I'll say this, guys, because I have to remember how when I started this journey, I had to make mistakes to take personal development serious. Let's just say that.
Okay.
Because the more mistakes I was making meant that I wasn't developing myself. So, but it definitely took some time. It's not easy. I'm not going to say it's easy to listen to some audios for a couple hours, read some books for a couple hours, or go to seminars for a couple hours.
Yeah.
It might be boring to a lot of people. I had great friends and family that told me that they don't want to go to a seminar because they speak the same thing every single time.
Yeah, I've heard that one.
So, but for me, it took a couple months, but once I took personal development serious, oh man, like till this day, years in this, that's like my top thing I have to do.
Yeah. So going back a little bit, remember that first month I told you where I wasn't listening to anybody? I mess up, I come in a month later and I ask Gary, right? He's the reason I threw out my TV, my PlayStation.
Ooh.
Like I haven't had a TV.
Ooh.
I'm 28, so I haven't had a TV in 8 years. I swear to you, I promise you. And if I have it,
take notes, guys. Take notes.
And if I have it, it's because like I've like lived with like girlfriends in the past, and like they'll bring their TV or something.
Yeah.
That's the only reason, but I don't. And it was a little more extreme to the point where the first couple of years of my entrepreneurship journey, 20 to like 24, 25, I didn't have a bed. Because I thought I didn't deserve it. So I slept on a broken, beat up couch. I remember that.
Listen.
If you ask like some of the people we know, they'll tell you, oh my God.
And that's the beauty. Like, being an entrepreneur, there is no guidebook on step 1, step 2, step 3. Like, being an entrepreneur is such a beautiful thing because, man, it's like expect the unexpected. Listen to what you don't want to hear, but things that are gonna make you better yourself. So, for Adrian, from what I'm listening and learning from him also, he took entrepreneurship hardcore. Like, it was like, so that's good.
Yeah, I wanted to put myself in that mindset.
Yeah.
What's it called? That's so funny. Memory lane, man. But what's it called? Yeah, so we're talking about personal development.
Yeah.
who are some of like the people you first listened to? Because I think it changes over the time.
Yes, it definitely does. So that's a great question too, and it's good never to forget who you started with too. Because when I started my entrepreneurship and network marketing, obviously due to Herbalife Nutrition, Jim Rohn was a big thing, and to this day,
Jim Rohn, oh my
Jim
God.
Rohn is like he's the godfather when it comes to personal development. So I'm super grateful for Herbalife Nutrition. I'm super grateful to Jim Rohn for his philosophies and lessons, and everything I've been learning throughout the years. Now that I'm going into direct marketing, I can't say more than John X Maxwell, because at the end of the day, I didn't know he was an ex-pastor, or also into like he has his own Bible, but his thing is leadership.
Yeah.
And I always consider myself to be an excellent trainer, an excellent coach. I call myself a master coach because all the people I've helped change their lives. But leadership is a completely different topic, a completely different game, and that's where I'm at.
Yeah, and I can attest to that because if you know Edu, he can lead himself, and before you can lead others, you definitely have to like lead, be able to like lead yourself, like trust yourself. So yeah, that's awesome. Like yeah, John Maxwell is definitely one of the top guys. Also, Jim Rohn, yeah, he's like, that one audio where he talks about building your network marketing business.
Of course.
So that one, yeah, me and Gary listened to that till like 4 or 5 a.m.
Yeah, and I'll say a quick gem to anybody who's listening, whether you're new or not. Just even if you're not into network marketing, even if you're not into direct sales marketing, even if you're maybe you're just a self-employed type of entrepreneur, still personal development, man, is gonna take you to a whole different level.
Yes,
it's just gonna, like what I always tell, especially my family members who are starting in business. Personal development is going to give you that like little sauce to add to your own business. You know what I'm saying? It's going to give you those extra ideas to add to your own business.
Yes.
It's going to give you those extra new techniques, or maybe you take it one way, but you explain or you do it the other way. So, personal development is a game changer to just make whatever it is that you're doing your own style, your own way, but becoming unique and successful, obviously.
Yeah. It even adds on to like your life philosophies and thought processes, because like one of my favorite Jim Rohn quotes is if you don't like something, just move. You're not a tree.
Sheesh.
Like
positive to that.
That's stuck with me like my whole life. And yeah, like you're saying, you don't have to be in business or in entrepreneurship in order to like listen to this stuff, because I would send that audio to so many of my friends, and they weren't even involved with what I was doing.
Yeah.
So, and people love Jim Rohn. Like they love. I have a friend named Diana. I got her involved with trading. She was in. When IM was first IML, and because we were involved with it for like 2 times, right?
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, me, Gary, Manny, all of us. But the first time, she got involved. We all left, but she still trades. Right now, all she does is trade.
Wow.
She trades, and that's how she lives off her income. Her and her girlfriend, right? So, she still listens to Jim Rohn, and and again, she's like, I don't know if I would call her a straight entrepreneurship because, but she's more self-employed. But yeah, you don't have to be in, like Edu said, you don't have to be involved with entrepreneurship to listen to all this personal development. Nowadays, what I love is that there's so many different people.
Yeah.
Who are some of the new people that you listen to?
So I'm gonna be truly transparent. This year, honestly, I've been working a lot on my spiritual side. So I've been definitely listening to more workshops.
That's still personal development.
Yeah, of course. So definitely, because that's where I'm at right now. Being a father, being a family man, it's not easy at all.
Yeah.
There's a lot of temptations out there, especially when you're in business, especially when you're dealing with a lot of people, whether it's customers, business partners, colleagues, and you always want to have that character that, it talks the talk, but also, is leading by example. So I'm definitely working a lot on my spiritual side. So like I said, John Maxwell is definitely a big influence. I listen to a couple pastors that I can't remember their names right now, but I definitely found them on YouTube. Yeah. And again, they're speaking life to my life. And the biggest lesson too that I can say to continue what we were talking about, it doesn't matter, like we said, like if you're an entrepreneur, because there's people that I'm meeting now that being wealthy and successful doesn't determine by the amount of money they have in their bank. They just want to be happy, healthy, and full of God.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? So success could mean different things to different people. So, and that's what we're here for. I mean, especially on my part, I love adding value to people. It doesn't need to be just entrepreneurs, especially the new generation coming up, guys. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody who's listening has a little brother, little sister, little cousins who are, between the ages of 8 to 16. What are they listening to nowadays?
Yeah.
Trash music, toxic music, dirty, and it's just like, demonic music. Like, what's going on? Talk about it, bro. Let's talk about it. Come on.
I love that because I have a bunch of little cousins right now. Shout out to all of you if you're watching. Hopefully you are. But all of you, man.
And please share it with your friends.
Yeah, because we go play at the park a lot, right? And I do my best to talk to them, and they love me. I love them. But yeah, again, a lot of times they're listening to a lot of this dumb stuff, or they're watching. I don't want to call it dumb because maybe we were at that age, we were watching TV and doing stuff too. Like probably not on our A game, but I do my best to share Telegram links with them of like business people or just motivational people. Like there's somebody I love that he talks to the youth a lot. His name is Justin Waller. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but I love his messages to the youth also, just about like how to be a man,
Okay.
and a lot of things like that. So definitely listen to do what he's saying,
Yeah.
Get on your A game. So you know who Ty Lopez is?
Of course. Of course. Listen.
Yeah.
Finish what you were saying, bro. I don't want to cut you, but
because what you're saying about you don't have to be a billionaire, millionaire to be. That's like not always the goal.
Yeah.
Right? Like Ty Lopez talks about the health, wealth, love, happiness, the 4 pillars of the good life.
Yes.
Ever since I heard that a couple years ago, that's like my main forte.
Yeah.
Because like health, you have that part, and it's a never-ending process. Wealth, same thing. You have that part. It's a never-ending process. We can only get better.
Yeah.
Health, wealth, love, and you have that love. You have a family, like you're saying, fighting the temptation, all that.
Yeah.
And then ultimately, I would qualify you as somebody who's happy.
Yeah.
Obviously, life can only get better, but I feel like that's something everybody should strive for.
Yeah, definitely. And one thing I could add for that is like, everything we know now, we must share it to the younger generation, because at the end of the day, don't forget, our kids are also going to be influenced by those upcoming generations. So if we're not changing not only ourselves, but our community, our household, our environment, like, why are we talking about other people when we have an impact? We have to be on a mission.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at also. Like with this entrepreneurship, I'm on a mission to, not only change lives, but, like change communities.
Yes,
we gotta stop thinking small. Like there was a big saying that I learned when I started, entrepreneurship. It was work locally, but think like globally. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, don't think small, guys. Keep thinking big. We can make a huge impact, especially what we're doing right now with this podcast. Thanks again, Adrian, for having me. It's just, like that's what we're here for. Like, even before he hit me up, I already knew like there was value to be spoken to. So please share this, comment on it, like it, subscribe, do what you got to do to, get this out there.
Definitely, man.
Mm-hmm.
So this is NJ Talks, right? That's the name of the podcast.
NJ Talks.
So tell us, man, like, what was you're from New Jersey?
Yeah.
You grew up here?
I was raised in New Jersey, not born, but I was definitely raised here since I was 7 years old.
Okay, so what's that first state you were born in?
That was the what?
What's the state you were born in?
Oh, New Jersey.
Oh, okay, so you're from New Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay, so raised in Jersey. Where'd you grow up?
Well, I was born in Peru. Came here when I was 7 in Jersey, Garfield, New Jersey.
All right.
Then I moved to Saddlebrook, New Jersey. Now I'm in Hackensack, New Jersey.
Ooh, what's your favorite part about being here, man?
In Jersey?
Yeah.
Listen,
you traveled, right?
Listen, I love Jersey.
Yo, right?
I love Jersey.
That's why I was like, I want a theme-based New Jersey podcast, because like I love New Jersey.
NJ Talks, listen, NJ Talks is gonna be very talked about in New Jersey. It's like New Jersey, the Jersey Shore. Listen,
Yeah.
You will know NJ Talks because
household name.
There's nothing like NJ. Like there's nothing like New Jersey. Like if you're from New Jersey, you're gonna talk about people who move to Florida. They talk about New Jersey. People who move out of Jersey, they talk about Jersey. Like you gonna always talk about Jersey. Because one thing I love about Jersey is the views that we have, the mountains, or the places you could go, whether it's to run, to walk, for exercises, the parks that we have. And man, and if you think Jersey is boring, you just don't know people, or you're just not getting out there. So
They don't call it the Garden State for no reason.
talk about it.
Yo, the what's it called? The mountains, so beautiful. Like I honestly started seeing New Jersey up until like I started seeing it when I was like 22, 23, because we started like prospecting, making sales, and like visiting all these people doing we call them house parties, where live presentations.
Oh yeah,
Like,
gotta love those house parties.
Getting into living rooms, we go to Wayne, go to like everywhere, Hoboken, going all around, and it was so much fun. Just like we have so much beautiful sceneries too. Like, what's your favorite? Like, okay, tell me again. What's like your favorite thing about New Jersey? Wait, actually, what high school did you go to?
Okay, so I went to Garfield High School.
Garfield.
Then I graduated from Saddlebrook High School. Let's just keep it real. People here in Jersey, they're different. We're different. You know what I'm saying? We're crazy. We may be toxic, but we love to have fun. Yeah. And one thing I'm big on, and I'm gonna say something big about what he just said. Because he said fun many times, because he knows what's up. It's like, why not turn that fun into a money making tool type of thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not have fun with those house parties and network? Why not have fun and take your friends to like a business trip? You know what I'm saying? Why not have fun and start your own thing? Like, mm-hmm. And that's all what I'm about. That's why I love Jersey, because, when I started this business and all the business ventures that I've been at, I always found a location to do it, but in a fun way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So, yeah, man, you gotta have fun.
You gotta have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have like a favorite local pizzeria?
Bro, listen, if you're a pizza lover, we're gonna be best friends, bro. Pizzerias, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not picky. I love pizza.
Yeah.
I love pizza. I even tried your restaurant, man, amazing pizza. I've tried Hoboken's pizza, amazing pizza. I've tried North Bergen pizza, amazing. Patterson Broadway pizza.
Whoa, bro, the pizza.
Come on, bro.
Giovanni's right there.
Yeah. Now, if you have a plug like this guy right here, why not? Support your local businesses, support your boys' businesses, support your friends. Man, come on, bro. Don't ask for no discount. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, talk about it.
Please? Okay, let's talk about it, bro. Listen, guys, let me sit up real quick. If you're gonna ask your friend for a discount, you're considered broke. I'm sorry to say, I'm not even sorry, but you're broke if you're gonna ask for a discount, bro. Because you're telling me you balling out at Foot Locker buying Jordans $300 shoes. You're out here at the Apple store, over $1,000 buying $1,000 phones. You outside the Gucci store blowing $500 for a T-shirt, mm-hmm. and you asking your friend, your family, your loved one who just opened up a business for a discount. Listen,
man.
Continue that talk, bro. Continue that talk.
Shout out Gabby's Pizza Saddlebrook.
Tag him.
No, but that's so true, because like, oh man, yeah, and we all seen that meme, that post. It's so true. Like, definitely support your friends, like the celebrities that you support. So 100% you do.
Yeah.
I love it,
bro. I love supporting. I've been supporting people, or at least I've tried my best to support any local business or anybody that I know open up their business since I started this entrepreneurship journey, because at the end of the day, they had what I wanted. If it was food, they had what I wanted. If it was accessories or anything, they had what I want. So why buy it online when I know somebody that can sell it, and that I know that they're working harder than the people who are making it online to supply that product or whatever it is. So yeah, man, that's a big thing, guys. So get out there, support your people, and trust me, God is gonna bless you too. That's it.
I love that, man.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? Yeah, let's see. We were talking a little bit about personal development. Do you have any like books you could recommend to people?
Okay, yeah.
A favorite book you have?
Yeah, perfect. I'm actually getting my mojo again to start reading more books, especially this year. My goal right now is to read 2 books a month at least.
Love it.
Because again, proximity, man. Let me tell you about something about proximity. I'm getting surrounded by people that are reading a book a week.
Oof.
And then my mentor reading about 2 books a week, and I'm out here reading 1 or 2 books, like a month. Like, that's crazy talk. But yes, I'll give you like a couple of my favorite books. Game Changers, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. If you haven't read it,
Mhm.
get your, you don't even. It's free online. Rich Dad Poor Dad. Get the audio on YouTube.
Mhm.
The second one is the four quadrants. The one that talks about is from Robert
Yeah.
Kiyosaki. The one that says cash flow, self-employed, investor, and a business owner. So yeah, those two books, man, they've been a true game changer for me.
Yeah.
Honestly.
No, Rich Dad Poor Dad was the first book I ever read front to back. It's the first business book I ever read front to back.
Sheesh.
Yeah, it's I've bought that book in bundles over the years, and I give it out to friends. So I'm sure there's a friend that's watching this right now that I've given that book to because
Yeah.
I love that book. Yeah, I gave that. Yeah, I've given that book to so many people.
You see, and that's what I love about being surrounded by open-minded individuals and successful individuals and people who think outside the box, right? Because at the end of the day, um, he said something that I was lacking on. I always used to like learn and keep it to myself.
Mm.
But you said a big thing like giving it to somebody. If you're done with a book and it's impacted, why not share it with somebody else?
Yeah.
And change their life.
Yeah, my thought process when I was giving those books out, like maybe they won't read it, but my intention was I'm giving you this book
Yeah.
as long as you know that it's for me. But they might not read it; they might keep it somewhere, or they might be out somewhere, maybe at a hotel or like at a party or something. But the book they'll probably just be there, and somebody else might pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did Uber a little while. I think a year ago, 2 years ago, just to like meet people. It was like for networking purposes. And I remember I met this girl, and I'm still friends with her, Jennifer. And I met her, and she's like a hairstylist. And she was telling me how she wanted to open up her business, and I gave her that book. So that's really cool. I've given that book to so many people.
No, that's good, bro. I'm telling you, and like God is just gonna reward you because when you have good intentions in helping people out, and that's I think I'm gonna finish it with that. Like I have a big portrait in my house, a big frame that I got it for free, by the way, and it's so funny how God works. And it says, help people, be nice to people, and you will get everything that you want in life. And I think Jim Brown said it like if
Yeah.
you help as many people get what they want,
You'll get what you want.
you're gonna get everything you want.
Definitely. Yeah, it was actually his mentor, Zig Ziglar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've listened to Zig Ziglar too. Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing guy. Yep, crazy.
That's cool, man. Yo, Edu, like, who's somebody who's somebody that's like inspired you on it? Like when you were younger, did you have anybody like that?
Like what? Family members, influence,
Anybody,
or
yeah, somebody that
anybody?
influenced you, like or maybe a book that you read, like how do I explain it? Some like at a young age, did you like look up to anybody?
So I'm not gonna lie, man. That makes me think. That's a great question, and I think that's something that we all gotta ask ourselves that because sometimes when you're in this business, like it's so easy to look up to people because you see people with results, you see people with success, But me growing up, I honestly didn't look up to nobody,
No.
because I grew up. I can't say that it was a rough childhood because my parents did work very hard to give me everything I needed. But the only thing that that they were slacking on is their time. They didn't give me their time. They just gave me toys, food, milk, clothes, all the good stuff. But I felt like since I didn't have that time from them, I didn't have time from much anybody. Honestly, I pretty much grew by myself. I could say, maybe my babysitter. Then when I went to high school, I had a couple friends here and there, but it was just to do stupid stuff, And then when I went to church, I looked up to some people because of how their characters and the way they talked and the way they seemed happy. But honestly, no, it wasn't until like my very first event and seminar that I actually can say I looked up to somebody because after that seminar finished, I went up to them and then I asked them a couple questions and they were very happy to help me and they gave me their social media and I was in touch with them. I don't like to bother people, but I did ask them some questions. I got on a call, and ever since then, man, it was a game changer. But that's a great question, because now at the level that I'm at with my journey and my success, I want to be that person that somebody says like, "Yo, when I was younger, when I started this journey, I looked up to Edu. When I started this journey, I looked up to Adrian." Because not only is a role model, but of their success, or maybe because they were truly leaders.
100%. So yeah, man, I do.
Yeah, guys.
So, yo, a couple quick closing questions, man.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you for taking the time and hanging out with us, man. It's definitely, we provide a lot of value. You provide a lot of value. You came out shining.
Yeah, brother. Thank you for having me, man. It's always a privilege. I'm telling you, I'm super grateful that God can always put those people to, like, not only add value to me, but also I can add values to others.
Definitely, man. So, listen, what advice would you give your younger self if you had him in front of you, like young Edu, and just get him ready for life?
Man, that's a powerful question. Again, we gotta ask ourselves those questions. No matter whether you think you're up here or down here in life, because at the end of the day, now that I'm a father, it's a completely different perspective and a completely different point of view. All I could say is this: like, if I saw myself, at the age of 8, was when I came to this country, not knowing English, not knowing anything, I would just tell them that it's okay. It's okay if you fail. It's okay if you succeed. It's okay if you make mistake. It's okay if you don't do good in school, because the school system failed me when I was younger. Man, let me tell you, let me not even touch that topic with schools. But yeah, no, I would tell them, like, it's okay. Nobody's going to kill you. Nobody's going to murder you. Nobody's going to hurt you for making mistakes, as long as you have God on your side and God in your heart, you will overcome any obstacles, that you will face. And are you gonna make mistakes? Are you gonna fail? Of course. Get used to that. You have to fail in order to succeed. And I'll tell them with a straight face and with a hug. Like, you will fail, but it's okay because you need that in order to succeed. That's my answer.
I love that, man. That was a great answer.
Yeah.
Another question, and since we're wrapping it up, do you currently own any real estate in the state of New Jersey or elsewhere? And if not, do you plan on in the future?
So, just to make it a little bit to add on to this answer, my parents actually do own some real estate in our country, in Peru. But again, when you don't have that right, let's say, agent, or like that right person to help you with the real estate projects that you have or investments, it's just like, giving somebody money, them investing into real estate and just not knowing what to do with it. So, getting that right advice from somebody professional plays a big role in this question. Me personally, I do not have no real estate investments going on. Do I plan on? 1,000%, because I do surround myself with a lot more successful individuals. Some of them are business partners, some of them are colleagues, some of them are mentors, and they do have a big real estate portfolio. So yes, I'm definitely looking forward to this year investing in some real estate. I heard Adrian is doing his thing in that, so I'm definitely gonna get in touch with him on a private level so he can help me out, and then I'll help him out in whatever areas I can. Because don't forget, guys, don't go asking a family member for advice when it comes to real estate, when number one, maybe they don't own any real estate, or number two, they don't have their license, or they're just not professionals. When you go for an advice about whether it's real estate or any other investments, go to a professional, please. That's my answer.
I love it. Okay, real quick, where would you love to live if you bought a house here in Jersey?
Oh, in Jersey? Listen, I already got that on my vision board.
Ooh,
it's going to be in the hills in Weehawken. I don't know if you've ever been to Chart House in Weehawken.
Yeah, 100%.
If you looked up in the hills, those mansions, that's going to be one of my houses up there.
Let's go.
One of many, besides another beach house that I plan on having by the beach on the shore, and maybe another beach house by Atlantic City, and maybe another beach house in the Alpines in New Jersey on the cliff.
Oh my goodness, I love it. You're already there, man.
Yeah, bro. Think big, guys. Think big. I have to end it with that. Just think big. Don't. Dreaming is free. That's the biggest lessons I could give you. Dream big because it's free. Don't let your job and your income that you're making right now determine how big your dream has to be. Okay?
100%. Make sure you plan to make it a dream. So I love that. What's it called? Yeah, man. So listen, where can people find you?
Oh, definitely, man. Please feel free to follow me. It is free. Feel free to follow me on Instagram. I have 2 accounts. It's edu_fitness24. That's edu_fitness24. That's my health, wealth, fitness, business page. And then also please follow me on Instagrams at Edu Enterprise. That's EDUENTRISE Enterprise. Or I think I spelled that wrong, but Enterprise.
I'm gonna have all his links down
Yes.
on the right above the comment section. So
Yes.
definitely
Follow
click all
me,
those
follow
links,
me.
follow Edu. Make sure you stay up to date with what he's doing. Anything that you would love to get involved with, hit him up because
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
the man
yeah.
to go to.
Definitely, guys. If you see something you like, whether you want to become a client or a business partner, reach out. I'm gonna drop another lesson before we finish and wrap this up.
Hell yeah.
Don't be shy. Don't be shy to hit somebody up. Don't be shy to send them a DM. Don't be shy to just ask a question, man. That's one of the things I'm working on this year is asking more questions. Don't be shy, guys, because what's that saying they say? Closed mouth
Don't get fed.
don't get fed, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you want to become successful, open that mouth, reach out to somebody, call somebody professional, somebody with results. And I wish you guys much success, guys. And God bless all of y'all.
Thank you, my brother.
Peace. Bro, thank you for having me. Follow, subscribe, hit up the like buttons, guys. Peace.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.